Hello and welcome to our first ever podcast. We are Sedona Says.
Alyssa approved.
I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Sedona.
Hello. How are you today?
Hi, everybody. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing okay. So, we decided today for our first episode, we kind of just like an introduction to who we are, what our podcast is about, and just like kind of not completely go in, but just talk about the topics that we might want to have episodes on. But I first figured that we should just kind of, like I said, introduce ourselves, who we are.
Yeah,
Maybe a little bit about ourselves. So, Sedona.
Well, I am 29 years old. I live in Tennessee. Got quite a zoo in my house. I've got 3 dogs, a cat, and a snake. No kids. Not that there's anything bad with that. It's just not ready yet. I have a very low tolerance for patience. So, I'm kind of like, I don't know, I've always been into music and movies and stuff like that, but lately I've been leaning more towards into anime and like learning new things about that, which Alyssa's kind of guided me through what she knows I'll like and enjoy. And so,
Absolutely love it. Anything else you want our viewers to know about you?
I got engaged in April.
I can't wait.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm very excited. I think really just like, you know, she's a very witchy type of aesthetic, gothic, everything, which I love. And then I'm more of the girly, pink, like, aesthetic also, which, again, I love. I kind of, I'm torn in between which one I want to be. But, yeah, but I think we mesh really well together.
Yeah.
And that's why.
We do have a very nice balance between us. I'm Alyssa. I'm 32. I'm from New York. I have a dog and 3 cats. So with you on the zoo.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I practice witchcraft, the witchy aspect and everything like that, and found my best friend, my soulmate in Sedona. Like I said, she balances me out when it comes to everything.
Yeah, yin and yang.
Exactly. So, yeah. Oh, the nerves are starting to get to me with this whole podcast thing.
I know. So, I guess basically, we just wanted to bring kind of like a cool, fun, safe environment for people to like partake if you're into, some of the same things we're into, or even show us new interests that we couldn't find. We're brutally honest, to the core. And we just talk about uncomfortable things sometimes. Like, it's going to be topics of sex. It's going to be topics of, is this fucking normal, like, on my body? Or, like, has this ever happened to you?
Yeah.
And then it's just going to be fun. Like, really just...
Nothing TMI. Trigger warning. Like...
Yeah.
And when we do talk about...
Nothing's off limits.
Yes. When we do have episodes that talk about heavier topics, we will have trigger warnings in the description. We will talk about the trigger warnings before we even begin to. That way, you guys can have time to leave. If you are comfortable, great. If not, also great. That's completely understandable.
Yeah, just on the next one.
Yes. And just so you guys know, this is an 18-up podcast. So any minors, please do not interact. Please do not comment. Please do not subscribe.
We're old. You don't even want to listen to us.
No,
it's gross. Go.
Exactly. Go frickin' watch Ruby Games or FGTV. Go watch your YouTube. Bye. Anyway.
So I think that it's just like, I know there's a lot of podcasts out there that you've got like true crime, you've got this genre, like Call Her Daddy is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just kind of wanting to do something for us that we find fun and that, I don't know. It's just
just us
something
talking.
to look back on a later date and be like, oh my gosh, you know? We're making shared memories with each other.
Yes.
Because,
yeah.
believe it or not, like, even though we are best friends, we have actually never met in person.
Nope.
I've never touched her. I've never touched her. I know. Long distance.
I know.
It sucks. But that's another cool thing that like maybe people can relate to.
It works so well. You find your best friend over the internet and you're like instantly clicked. Like,
yeah. And a lot of people, like, I know certain people might find that weird and what have you, but it's not. It happens. Like, it's very common, actually, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
You know? I love it. I love you.
I know. I love you, too. I'm excited.
Oh,
gross. Barf.
It's during Pride Month?
Yeah. Lesbians? No, but it's something cool. Like, I mean, eventually, you know, we have plans to meet up and stuff, but as of right now, that's not currently, like, an option, sadly, so.
We'll stick to talking to each other.
FaceTime?
Yeah. All day, every day.
Yeah.
Literally all day.
I gave her a little tour of my town. She gave me a tour of hers.
Literally, that was
a fun day. She saw where someone got shot. I saw where someone got stabbed. It balances out. Okay.
Like, this is my town. This is what happened. This is where the prostitutes come to work. You know?
19th Street.
19th Street. I know that. Yep. If you know, you know.
And I do now. So. I would frequent that a lot.
You frequent 19th Street a lot?
No, I would if I could frequent it a lot.
So why don't you come up here? You didn't tell me.
Yeah. That's the first stop we're going. No, but we actually we met through our significant others. And it's crazy that you've met my fiance in person.
Right.
But
I never met
not me. What the fuck is that about?
You know what, though? I think it was shortly before he met you.
Really?
Yes. It was shortly before he met you that I met him.
You didn't know what was coming.
I didn't.
Yep.
Didn't.
And then bam, here I am. Stuck with you forever.
You know,
sorry.
Someday, you know, like I said, I'm going to be singing Drunk at Your Wedding. You know.
Yes, I expect it.
Chapel Road.
100%. Share. Also share. And I want you to do your Jennifer Coolidge voice.
Yes, absolutely. Anything for you. And I'm just gonna,
yeah.
When they say, do you object? I object. Alex is going to be like, no, you don't.
Like, before you even get there, he's going to be like, watch her, guys. Just, please, take her out.
Our friend, we'll just call him W. He knows who he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to probably tackle me. Pick me up. I got her, Alex. I got her.
Yep. Taken care of.
I'm just going to be reaching for you like this. Alex is going to be dragging you away. Oh, no. See you at the reception.
I'm just going to be like this season. I'm here for the vibes, whichever way we're going.
I love it.
Yes. Definitely chaotic. That's what fuels us, is that chaotic energy. We crave it. Love being menaces.
To ourselves and society.
Yes. Like, so just letting y'all know, my sense of humor is very dry, a lot of self-deprecating humor, love it. And I don't know, it's just, you know, it's just fun to bully yourself.
Exactly.
Okay, absolutely. At least in my type of humor.
Bully ourselves and certain types of people.
And others gently with love.
Yes. But who we don't love gently... MAGA. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway. If that doesn't tell you where we stand.
Yes, but definitely much of a dry sense of humor, at least with me. Alyssa's lately been like, she was on a dad joke. What was that joke you said? you said, fuck, what were we talking about? You said something that was such a dad joke, and I was like, gross.
We have to make sure we're always just capturing each other, just recording, because we really our unhingedness is so organic that we really just cannot recreate those moments because we're just so mentally ill.
Mentally ill and mentally thrilled. So, it's a happy medium, at least for me. My delusions. That's what, I love, one thing about you is, I can sit there and say something completely off the wall, just, random as fuck, and you're like, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, I support that. You know what? You go, girl. Good for you.
Yeah, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Valid.
So, that's just, I don't know, girls supporting girls. Definitely what we're all about. People just supporting people in general.
Absolutely.
And, but also having the type of friendship to where we can be like, hey, reel it in, or hey, you're wrong. We genuinely have each other's best interests at heart. We want the best for each other. Mm-hmm. And this is just, we want to make this little baby, and we just,
just gonna blossom into something beautiful.
Yes. It's like a little Tamagotchi.
Exactly. You know what, though? I know there's a lot of, best friend podcasts out there. There's so many, but, I don't want to say we're different, but we're different.
Ours is the best.
No.
Yeah.
She's different. But we really are, just like I said, nothing's TMI. We're going to talk about anything and everything. We'll use... we're going to talk about people, but we'll use, fake names. So sorry if if you feel called out. Sorry if you know it's about you, but just don't say anything.
Yeah, pretend you didn't hear it.
We want people to feel comfortable, though, when they watch this, when they come onto our channel and see, wow, I'm not the only one. I'm not alone. I feel connected. There's like-minded people like
this me. This happened to me, yeah.
Yeah, and,
definitely.
When we, we're going to have an episode where we talk about, our traumatic experiences and our past and stuff like that. I want people to...
I'm excited.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be healing and funny.
Yeah, you want people to be able to connect with you, and maybe they'll find their safe space with us, which would be really great, because...
Yeah, we found it with each other.
Yeah, internet friends.
And never even met in person.
Yeah. And we want people to feel like they're not alone.
Definitely. Because really, it's all our first time being alive. No one's an expert at it.
Yep.
We all go through similar things and different things. But it's fun to just kind of compare and swap stories and share, shitty moments.
Figure it out as we go.
Yeah. Definitely.
And there's going to be very unhinged episodes. There's going to be very sweet ones, very sad ones, to be honest.
Yeah.
But there are things we are not going to talk about. As we discussed, keep things certain things semi-private. But yeah, we are very non-judgmental people.
Yeah, it's just more so of a, hey, this is what we want to talk about this week. Or, I'm in this kind of mood. Are you in this kind of mood? Let's shift it or gear it towards that. Yeah. Or, I'm going down this deep dive of this, and this is fucking interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And, just things like that. So, I will say, currently, I have been getting more into anime. I just went and bought my very first mangas, to read, and this is something that I used to judge. I used to be oh, anime, that's fucking weird, you're just watching cartoons. No, completely wrong. I was a shitty fucking young kid. This shit is beautiful, okay, and I love it so much. And then we have Alyssa, a more experienced person with anime and stuff, and sending me all these recommendations and watching it with me. We watch movies and shit over Discord together all the time.
Yep.
We cook dinner like every night, same time,
Together.
over Discord. Yeah.
You know,
It's just, we're very, I want to say codependent, but codependent.
it's mirroring. We're mirroring.
Yeah, that.
You know what I'm trying to say. You know, but
you ever just, yeah.
It's nice though too, because you know sometimes you need that just to have that other person. Yeah, you know, different from like a significant other or something like that. You just want your best friend by, you know, and the closest we could do is that, just video, because I know that we could just go off and do our own thing for a little bit and come back, oh, you're still here, you know, like.
Yeah. Yep. Like, I was vacuuming today with her on the phone.
Yeah.
So.
You know, I was vacuuming yesterday with you. I was like, hang on, I gotta, let me mute you real quick, so.
Yes. But I'm excited about this.
Me too.
I've never done anything like this, but I do, I don't know, like podcasts are, I guess it's going to more so just be a happy little memory for us. If people don't listen, that's fine. If people do listen, like, come tell us. Yeah. Join us, you know?
Yep.
Come hang out.
Go ahead and comment. Like, also, if there's a certain topic you want us to discuss, write it down below in the comments.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. You know, put it in the comments. I guess I could say nothing's off the table until we see what you guys are requesting, and then we could be like, either, yeah, that's cool, we could talk about that, or we're not really comfortable talking about that yet, but we'll keep it in the back of our minds, you know. But comment on what you want to see, you know, and maybe we could have like theme nights where, like, I don't know, pajama night, pajama podcast day, you know, something fun like that. Where we're just
an everyday thing for me.
Comfortable in our moo-moos, just talking about stuff.
Oh, yes. My God, I love a good fucking moo-moo.
Yes.
I really do.
You know, things like that. We want people to be comfortable, and this is a way for us to get comfortable with having an online presence outside of...
we are somewhat reclusive.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, it's easy to be reclusive and still make friends online.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not having to go really out in public and do things, which you should always try and force out of your comfort zone, but this is a little nice step towards it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know. I'm excited. So we decided, I think, once a week.
Yes. Yep.
But, or if we just have a random night where...
Yeah. Maybe we can have a random night where we just, I don't know, go live or something on YouTube, you know, once we get a, you know, even just a couple following, just ask us some real-time questions, and, yeah.
It'll be fun.
And, we will make sure we are working on other platforms, so right now, just on YouTube, we're going to be doing Spotify as well, we're going to be making, like, a TikTok page, and maybe eventually, once we get a nice following, it would be cool to maybe make, like, a Discord server, where we could talk to you one-on-one, and, you know, just safe, like I said, a safe space for everybody, and I think it'll be really cool, too, having that safe space for online friends.
And being unhinged, and being a fucking weirdo and chaotic, and... Yes. Yeah. You know. Say some random, you know, I don't know, there's nothing really that we don't talk about. Like, I think that we both have this, like, personality type of, like I said, we were stepbros. Did we just become best friends? Yes. Instantly hit it off. Yes. And then it was like, blah, 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 blah.
Yes, every day.
Yes. She just dropped some new lore for me today. I dropped some for her today.
I love that. Like, I love like, we've been friends for a while now, but did you know this? Like, girl, I saw your titties. What
I never told you
about?
This. Yeah. Yep. Definitely, like, I think we sent each other pictures of our tits before, like, I even told you about certain things in my childhood. But it was the vibe, you know? It was
exactly.
time.
You know, like, screams of bisexual, just, no.
Yeah, well, it's also, you know, like, we love hyping each other up, so.
Yes. It's literally just...
It's always nice. And it's different getting it from, like, your partner or something, because I don't know.
It's
At least
just
for me.
womanhood. Honestly, there's something
Yes.
empowering about women loving other women. And I'm not even saying like
Yes.
people are gonna misinterpret that. I'd be like, oh my god, like you're attracted to each other, you're sexually attracted.
Gay!
It's not during Pride Month. It's not even not even that. Literally, it's just like I really think like even like way back when, you know, before the internet, before everything, you know, when women literally just had other women to go to for like their feminine problems, things like that, you know.
Yep.
Maidenhood and all that shit. Like, we just kind of lost that. And it needs to come back because women really do need other women in their lives.
Yeah. And I think that slowly it is coming back, which I love seeing. Like, you know, the whole girls girl term and
Yeah.
like that, like Swifties, and I don't know, it's nice to see it because it's something, at least, you know, me as a kid growing up, like I obviously had friends and stuff, but I lost a lot of friends just by not keeping in touch and stuff. And now as I get older and like, you know, I'm growing and I don't know, reflecting on myself, I need to make memories with people and I need to check up on them. And, you know, it's fun to just have that community.
Yes. Consistency is key. And like I was one of those people before. I was like, "Oh, it's fine. We could go with months without talking to each other and just pick up right where we left off." And
that's the case for some, but not for others.
No, and like I'm starting to realize that about myself, where it's like I really am not okay with that. Like, I don't care if it's just once a week you reach out, like, "Hey, how are you doing?" At least, you know, you took a second out of your day, because if I see you like constantly posting on social media, constantly with other friends, but you can't take a second.
Fucking text me, bitch.
Right. Just take a second, just like a heart emoji or something, so I know, like, okay, you're alive. Like, you're kind of thinking, you know what I mean?
It's the effort. It's the littlest, like, bare fucking low bar effort.
Yeah.
But it still is something it's nice to be thought of.
Yes. Yeah. Bare minimum, but also know your worth. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Make the time, make the effort. Yeah. If you can do it for other friends, you can do it for me too.
Yeah.
And if not, that's okay too. Bye. I don't need that energy.
Wish you the best, but just, you know, not with me.
Yeah.
Like that. There's this quote I love, and it's like, I want you to eat, just not at my table.
Exactly. And that's okay.
We eating good over here. You go eat your little.
Yeah. I appreciate
breadcrumbs over there.
I appreciate our friendship. I appreciate the memories. But unfortunately, you can no longer fit into my life. And that's okay.
Yeet.
Like I said, I'm in my villain era.
She is actually lately, like, okay, villain era. Give me a villain from a movie that you are, like, your spirit animal right now.
That's a good question.
I have one in mind for you.
You tell me, because...
But, damn. Well, she wasn't a fucking villain if you think about it. But I was going to say Medusa, but she was not a villain at all.
Love that. Yes.
I also think, what the fuck? The girl with the horns.
Maleficent?
Yeah! Maleficent. She wasn't a villain either. Like, I realized watching the movies.
People fucked around with her too much and took advantage of her. Yeah. And now she's like, you know what?
Fuck around, find out.
Fuck around, find out. Fuck you guys. You know.
I'm in my... If I was a villain, I would definitely be... I think it's just because Hercules is my favorite Disney movie, but Hades.
I could see that, though.
You know, James Woods
I could see
version.
That. Yes.
With Pain and Panic. Definitely, like, the little minions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's such a good movie.
It's my fucking favorite. It's the best. The best Disney one.
It's so good.
Yes.
Cute.
And actually, I think it was the first. I want to say, like they had the first gospel singers
Really?
in that album. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because I watched this whole documentary about it and stuff, and it was actually really interesting. Like they found a group of girls that were like gospel singers, and they did behind the scenes shoots and everything, like the muses in it.
Well, they fucking
we
killed
are
it.
the muses. Yes, that's why it's my favorite because the music.
Absolutely. I love
Yeah.
it.
Okay, villain.
Yes. For you or for myself?
Ooh, both.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I do like the Hades for you.
I'm just a cute little
You are. You're just so adorable.
It's the fat cheeks.
I
It
would
is.
say...
And they're red. Like, I swear they look like fucking Santa year round. I'm jolly. But, okay, sorry. ADHD.
I wouldn't say so much villain because you are you're very honest, but like in a way that is like empowering. Like you tell people the truth about themselves and what they need to hear in a loving manner. So I would say, ooh, who is like that though?
Fuck.
I don't think you are a villain though, which is kind of funny.
I know. Yeah. I don't know. I guess the villain, when I get like too pissed off or something, I'd be like, it's just a little bit of my mom comes out, so.
Yes, there you go. The villain, your mother. She's perfect. Love her. Never even met the woman.
Cherry
from what you told me.
Out.
there you go.
Unhinged.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, fitting.
Yeah.
Okay, now for yourself.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. No, you know what? I do have to agree with the Maleficent because, like I said, I feel like people fucked with her so much and took advantage of her kindness and who she was as a person, and then like she's like, you know what? I'm gonna become this badass
you're gonna get burned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I done walking on eggshells, you know, with things, and I'm finally at a point in my life where I'm like, I'm gonna not do me, but figure out what I like and what I want with life, and I'm not gonna apologize for it. And I'm sorry if you don't like it.
You're holding yourself accountable with your standards.
Yes.
That you've decided. Like, I'm okay with this, and this is what I'm not okay with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Like, you know, that's fucking growth.
Yep. I'm like, I'm gonna do this because it empowers me, and it makes me feel good. And I'm sorry if you don't like it. You know, full transparency.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so question real quick. So we could either, I know we should discuss this before, but for the introduction podcast, should we stick with, we are at 30 minutes now. Do you want to stick with the 30 minutes for our first one and then we move up to an hour? Or do you want to keep going?
What are you feeling?
I feel like this is a good stopping point just because we were able to, sorry guys, sidebar real quick. I feel like this is a good stopping point for us because
can you tell how professional we are?
we introduced ourselves and we talked a little bit about what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
So then, you know,
I could just yap all day, but that's me. But I'm down to, this is a good stopping point.
Yes. So then we could, like, next week we can go.
Stupid!
Next week we will do an hour, and then we will have our topics and everything. What should we talk about next week for our full, new, beautiful podcast? What should our first topic be?
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. I don't know. I love talking about sex.
You know
it's so
what?
fun to me.
That's good, though.
That's why I read all these books, like the books I do read.
Yes. Main topic, sex, and then we'll talk about layers to it, little subtopics.
Shrek.
Yes.
Shrek type shit.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
music that makes us feel sexy and empowered. What we're into. Things of that nature.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in to our first podcast. I am so excited to see where this is going to go.
Yes, I am too. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's just, what we do best. We talk.
Yep. And as you remember, Sedona said it.
Alyssa approved.
And have a good night, guys.
Bye.